Episode 65. Her first kiss for him. Jade knew not to place any bets with him because she was sure to lose. She rejected him sternly. "I don't want to." However, she still wanted to give it a try and return to the bedroom. It was worth a shot. The moment she opened the wardrobe, she was simply stunned. The wardrobe had been filled with all kinds of women's clothes overnight. She was embarrassed to see that there were underwear too and blushed shyly. She carefully picked up a pair of underwear and took a look. It was exactly her size. The last time she asked Dario how he knew her size, he replied that his hand was the best ruler. Her face turned even redder at the recollection. God, so many clothes. Even if you wear a new outfit every day for the rest of your life, you won't be able to wear it all, she told herself. Did he really buy these clothes for her? Jade pinched her face to see if she was still asleep. This isn't a dream. Thinking back to when she was in the Winslet family, her uncle and aunt had never bought her a decent pair of clothing, but now someone had prepared an entire wardrobe for her. It would be a lie to say that she was not moved. She chose a plain dress from the dazzling wardrobe. Dario had said that she looked good in a dress, so she wanted to get used to wearing them. After putting it on, she went to the bathroom to wash up. She could not seem to calm her heart. It rushed with the feeling of goodness. After what had happened the previous night, she thought that the relationship between them had already become tense, but he was still so good to her. This made her feel even more ashamed. She had already agreed to be his wife, but she had still rejected him yesterday and used harsh words which would hurt any husband who loved his wife so dearly. He had helped her many times and saved her grandmother too. Thinking of all this, Jade felt even worse. She took a deep breath and carefully walked out of the bedroom. As soon as she stepped into the living room, she smelled something savory. She was surprised to find that there were 2 plates of breakfast on the dining table. "Good morning, Mr. Foster." Jade stood barefoot, her reddened face pointed toward the floor. She inadvertently ruffled her hair. She looked mature and approachable. "Mr. Foster, can you come over here?" Jade shyly lowered her head. Dario, on the other hand, was still seated at the table. He looked at her quietly and did not say anything. Jade's lips were slightly curled up as she stood awkwardly on the spot. "You come over here." Dario spat out these words in an irresistible tone. Jade obediently walked forward. Once in front of him, she froze. "Sit down." "Okay." Jade moved to sit on the seat next to him when she was suddenly pulled over by Dario and made to sit on his leg. "Your seat is right here." "Mr. Foster, don't be like this." She was not used to being so intimate that early in the morning. "Do you have anything else to say?" Dario said as if he had seen right through her. Jade looked up and met his cold eyes. After a long time, she stuttered, "Thank you?" "There's more." Hearing her say thank you, Dario did not seem to be very happy. "What else?" Before Jade could finish, Dario interrupted her with a serious tone. "A good morning kiss. We agreed that for every piece of clothing I buy, you give me a kiss." Dario narrowed his eyes. There was a faint smile on his face. Every time he saw her panic, he couldn't help but tease her. "I didn't agree to that." Jade looked at him in shock. "Oh my God, there are at least 500 pieces of clothing in the wardrobe," she thought. "You can pay in installments." Actually, Jade had planned to kiss him from the start to compensate for withholding the night before, but now she didn't want to kiss him at all. "Hurry up." She didn't move for a long time, so he hugged her waist and urged her further. He was acting high and mighty, like a king. Jade bit her lower lip and tried to slowly approach his handsome and charming face. However, just as her lips were about to touch his lips, she suddenly turned her face away. Dario narrowed his cold eyes and seemed unhappy. "What is it? Are you going back on your word again? Are you playing with me?" Dario never thought that he could be played by someone one day. "Mr. Foster, will you close your eyes?" Jade asked carefully. "If you don't kiss me, I will kiss you 500 times a day. Do you believe me?" before Dario could finish. His mouth had been blocked by Jade's cherry lips. A hint of pride flashed across his deep eyes. Jade closed her eyes and kissed him on the lips before quickly leaving. "That's it?" Dario raised his eyebrows and licked his lips. "What else do you want?" Jade shyly asked. She felt like she was about to suffocate. "To continue, of course." Dario pulled the two of them closer together. "I don't want to," she said. "I'm too shy." Strange. When she closed her eyes, she wanted to kiss his face. Why did she kiss his mouth? Damn it. "You don't want to, but I want to. Hurry up. Do you want me to kiss you 500 times? Dario narrowed his eyes and stared at her. His magnetic voice seemed to be trying to seduce her, trying to lure her closer. This man was demonic. Jade wanted to escape, but her body was firmly held by his iron arm. She couldn't move at all. "Jade, honey, come on." "Just for a moment." Dario moved closer to her lips. Jade's heart shook. When she heard him call her honey, she became a little dizzy. She gave him a chance and kissed him again. Dario seized the opportunity and entangled her tongue with his. She was so afraid that she wanted to escape, but the more she protested, the more aggressive he was. Still dizzy, she tried to imitate him and respond to him. At that moment, she thought of nothing but lying in his warm embrace, intoxicated by his breath.